right, so what we have here is a customer that changed their monitor, but we need to now repair the cameras that are already installed. So that could be a little difficult from time to time. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna first open up the housing. Here, let me see it here. It's the housing there. We're gonna open up this housing with the 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so now we've, show us the screws. All right, now we've unscrewed the camera and we're gonna pull it out of its housing. As you can see right here, right? They put it in there, that's the ball. And now we're gonna pull out the pairing button. Let's see if we can do that. Okay, so they actually put the little washer in there. So we're gonna have to unscrew this and do that. So we're gonna have to take the base off at this point, and then we're gonna take out the little grommet that's inside to pull out the wires for the pairing. So we will continue, 1 second. All right, we've just removed the screws from the little base. As you can see here, how the camera is set up. And now we're gonna take the grommet out. So let's try pulling the grommet out.
The size of the holes are super small, so they shouldn't be any bigger than this.
Right, okay. All right, we pulled it out.
How simple it was.
Yeah, look at that, very nice. And then we're gonna pull it out. All right, there you go. Okay guys, so what we're gonna do is we got the system hooked up. We're just gonna put the wire back in here. So if you're installing it, you drill the 4 holes here according to, or this thing here. Use this thing as your template when you put it up here like that. We're gonna drill the 4 holes, then you're gonna stick the wires in there. Here, let's show everybody how to do it. Right, and there you go, that thick neck over there. There you go, with the antenna. And then we're gonna stick the grommet in there. There you go, stick it in. One second here. Oh, we're almost there, it's fine. I think on the bottom it's a little loose. Yeah. That's like that. There you go. We got it in like that. Now, we're gonna screw this part in there. We're gonna do that in a second. And then we're gonna close up the housing. But first we just wanna check that it's working one more time. And we're gonna go in from the motor in this situation. We're gonna get the power from over here. And we're gonna plug it into the camera down there. See that little red thing over there? That's the button where the pairing is. Oops. That's the button where the pairing is. And that's also where the 3.5 millimeter is. But we'll get back to that in a second. All right, next up, after we put in the wiring, we're going to close up the base. We're gonna use the old holes that are there, but if you're freshly installing it, you're just gonna do that. You're just gonna put the base on top of the holes that you pre-drilled. Right there. And then we're gonna put the case on top of that and adjust the camera after. This is something that the customer wanted, this double-sided tape. You don't necessarily have to have that. You could tighten it and lock in the camera lens how you want it, but we're gonna leave it in there because that's what they wanted. So we hit a little snag and I want you guys to see what we did here. So the grommet that's over here was pushing out the camera a little bit. So we had to take it all off again and push it in the hole so it's flush. It's very important that it's flush like this. I hope you guys see that on the camera right there. So now the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drill these 4 holes in, these 4 screws back into the coach, and then I'm gonna close the housing. Okay, now that we got the base into the RV, we're going to close the housing on top of this. Remember, we have access behind this to the camera itself to push the pairing button and connect it to power. Usually if you don't, what you wanna do is you wanna have the wires pull out of the RV, pair it, put the wires back in, close it, and then close it up like that. So let's see here. There you go. Remember, once we tighten it, we'll be able to play with the angling of the camera a little better. But first we just want to close it up. After we got everything installed, you set the camera up and you adjust it according to your needs, right here like that. So you got this angle right there. And remember, to test to see if the night vision is working, you cup this and you see the little red lights inside once it's getting power. All right, guys, let's pair the system. First, we're going to put on the channel that we want it. We want to put the side cameras usually in the 2 channels in the back. So we're going to click on this button here. We're going to go to channel number 4, and I'm going to enter pairing mode. And you're going to turn it on back there. What, you want to turn it on over there?
This don't work.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. Can you push the pairing button? There you go. Now you are paired, and we will add the next camera soon. All right, so now we're going to set up the 3rd camera. We put it on channel 1, as you can see here, and I'm going to hold down the pairing button. And once it says pairing, there you go. All right, guys, so what you see here, we have the RV camera connected to the back of the coach, and they have a little hole over there where the neck of the cable is going to go in with the pairing button. And then you have the rubber grommet that will seal it up. So in about a second, we'll show you how it all looks. You just have to do this after everything is paired, obviously. But that's basically it. So now you can see here that the grommet is in, the wire is closed off, the camera is paired. But that's the clean look right there when it's done. Beautiful. Now just adjust it, and yeah, the customer just said that it's beautiful. So that's all that matters. All right, guys, we'll see you on the inside. All right, guys, so here is the final setup that you have here. We're seeing the 3 cameras that they have here all in one screen. You see the reception on all the images. If they want to see 1 camera at a time, we're going to push on this button right there. Right? You can toggle between the cameras. Camera 2 is empty, but we got camera 3 and camera 4. And then we're going to go to all these right here. But that's basically the setup. You know, you just make sure you bench test everything before you install it. These people here decided to connect the monitor with a cigarette adapter. They set it up. They mounted the mount here permanently. So you can see that. That's our butterfly mount that they decided to use. But just as easily, they could have mounted it like on the ceiling right here, pointing it down. But it's up to you how you want to set it up. But this is basically it. So here's the final setup of all the cameras. We have the side camera right here. This is the one that's on the passenger side. Right, we got it in there really tight. Remember, you can adjust the lens like so, right? And they're gonna see it on the monitor, so you might need a little help with that, but it's very easy to do. These are all the screws of how we set it up. This is the tight mechanism. Now, this hole here is if you want the wire to come out of here, but we give you the choice of either drilling it inside or taking it out there. The driver's side camera is right here, as you can see it, same type of setup. Remember, when you install it, you take it off piece by piece. So you want to take off the shell, then you take off the frame, you put in the wires, you plug it in, and then you connect it back in the same way. Remember, the adjustable cameras are right here. And now let's go to the RV camera in the back so you guys can see that. All right, that's the RV camera all installed. Okay, as you can see, they bolted it to the back, and then there's a nice little hole for with the grommet for where the wiring goes. That's where the 3.5 millimeter and the pairing button goes. But that's basically it. It looks nice there when you're driving down the road. It's a perfect system. All right, let us know if you guys have any questions. You guys like it? You good?
My golly, TadiBrothers stand behind their products.
Well,
they have been just awesome. You couldn't deal with a better company.
Thank you.
No,
TadiBrothers.
really, yeah.
Thank you, thank you. How much am I paying you for this?
We bought the system and we love it. Second time we bought the system.
Oh, wow. All right. Thank you so much.
Our other RV caught fire.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was it for now. Thank you so much, guys. Till next time.